volume of my voice reasonable because inside I am screaming. Very excited to be here. And as you all know, hopefully you haven't been living in a cave somewhere for now. The Han Moon is strong with you because you know that K-pop Demon Hunters has been out for over 3 months, and yet it just keeps dominating. We've got the soundtrack reaching #1 on the Billboard 200 album chart. Yeah! Right, lots of woos here at Netflix. And Golden continues to top the Billboard Hot 100 chart for its 7th week. More woos here at Netflix. We are so excited to have you sit here, whether it be in virtual land or here at Netflix, aka the K-pop Demon Hunters headquarters, to welcome and enjoy our guests today. So please strengthen the Han Moon as I recognize everybody coming up on stage. Are you ready?
Yeah!
Yeah. You can do better than that.
Woo!
Director Chris Appelhans.
Woo!
We've also, and you can clap here by the way. Let's
Woo!
do Director Maggie Kang. We also have Patrick! EJAE is the singing voice of Rumi and the songwriter of Golden, How It's Done, Your Idol, and Hunter's Mantra. AUDREY NUNA, keep it going! And REI, the singing voice of Zoe. So as I mentioned, crying, screaming, throwing up. That's what I'm doing over here. But since the movie has been out, and for those of us that cover entertainment regularly, this is quite an anomaly because we're here so excited to cover a movie that has truly become a juggernaut all over the world, and it's like exciting and rare on our end. So I can only imagine how y'all are feeling. So let's start with our writers, directors. Talk about the moment where you went, oh my God, this is Netflix's most watched film.
Yeah, I mean, it's kind of wild.
Still overwhelmed, I can tell.
Yeah, it was fun to watch the trajectory. It's kind of one of the great things about the platform is that word of mouth and the quality of your film can do so much to build an audience. So watching that first week to the second to the third and just started to do this was really wild. And the B side of that was watching just the passion and the specificity of all the fan stuff online, and they were the best promotion for the film we could have ever asked for. So just really grateful, I guess.
Yeah, I mean, just every day we have a text chain with the producers and Spring Aspers, who's the president of music, Sony Music, and we're just constantly being sent all these records that the movie's breaking, the songs are breaking, and every day we were like, oh my gosh, this is amazing. And then we've kind of lost track of it. And we're like, okay. And I think Chris described it the best for me. It's we raised this child, and you release the child into the world, and you're kind of at first you're like, okay, I hope people like you. I hope you're gonna be okay. I hope you're not gonna scare anybody. And now we're just go, live your life. Be wonderful. You were just watching from afar and just really proud of it. Yeah.
Right, and it's oh honey, everybody gets you.
Yeah. It's the relief, but then also it's now we're okay, we've done our job, and now it's good to see you out there and killing it.
It's also kind of hard to believe that with this on auto repeat in our cars, with our families, by ourselves, me, I'm a middle-aged white lady, and I'm yes, everything's golden. And so now you are doing your first live performance. It's hard to believe that this is the first live performance, and that's happening next week on Fallon. Can y'all talk about just that? The moment you got the news, what's the prep been like? Oh my God.
We keep trying to come up with new adjectives.
I know.
Let's try again.
Yeah, what was it? I like the wonderful.
Scrumptious.
I like that wonderful cocktail.
Wonderful cocktail of wonderfulness.
Yeah.
Key lime pie.
Yay. Chocolate chip.
But now it's
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, you want to talk about rehearsals?
Oh my god, rehearsals were incredible. Oh my god, we had so much fun, and like we've never sang together. And I'm just learning from these ladies because they're incredible artists themselves and performers, and just the synergy with all of us. Like, I can't. Golden's a hard song. I'm sorry, Jay. I'm sorry to myself too.
It was like when we were writing Golden, which was very, very hard to write. We wrote many different drafts that were very different from what we have now, and I constantly asked EJ like, EJ, can you sing higher? And she's like, okay, and then be like, no, can we go higher? And
She needs to
yeah,
hit high
yeah,
notes.
and she did it, yeah.
I did it, y'all.
Yay!
Lots of energy.
Yeah, we're blessed to have seen this woman in real life sing this song for probably like the first time in the world maybe.
I mean,
In rehearsal, and just to be in the presence of this like honestly generational talent is for us just like she learns from us, she was saying, but we also learn so much from just everything that you do. And
I mean, like, it's such a hard song, but I can sing it with these girls by my side. I'm not kidding. Like,
we sound good together, I'm not gonna lie.
yeah, it's fantastic, but no pressure and no, don't expect so much, but like, you should at the same time because we work really hard.
Next Tuesday, Huntrix's first ever live performance, Golden. Stay tuned. See you there.
Whoa.
Yes!
Whoa.
Real quick, like, what's the rehearsal like? Like, how much time do you get? Do you, like, do they give you an hour?
They have us there early in the morning.
Or, okay.
We are there, we are working
Constantly.
I
constantly.
think we've done like 3 8-hour-ish rehearsals
Yeah,
at this point,
Ooh.
right?
Like with like
Yeah.
6 hours of straight vocal,
Ooh.
because it is a vocal forward
Yeah.
song.
It's like theater camp.
Yeah, and like I sing better even at the studio. Like I sing better the more I sing. Weirdly, like when I'm 3 hours in, I get higher and higher, and I can sing better. Yeah, it's weird. So like I can keep going, but like it was really fun with these girls because like we're just trying to figure out moves and like when do we sound the best? And there was one of them, one take. Where
Audrey was like, she put the mic down, she was like, guys, that felt real. And we kind of chatted and we're like,
comment too much, but when she comments, it means she fucking means it.
she means it. You better listen when you're out.
Yeah, and she was like, guys, this is like really happening. And I was like,
Yeah, I had like an emotional existential crisis during rehearsal because I'm emotionally constipated, so I process things very slowly, like probably like 4 to 6 business weeks delayed. And there was a moment I was like breaking down in front of you guys. I was like, oh my god, what's going on? Is this real?
No, we actually started showing emotion after 2 days in a rehearsal.
But it was when we locked in, because I think, we were working on the song, and it's one song, so we're doing the song over and over and over again for the first time, and I think the moment that we really felt it, was when the 3 of us connected, I think, and just felt like one unit. That was like a really big breakthrough.
Sorry for rambling, Greg.
Sorry, go ahead.
I'm so fascinated by everything you're saying because that shines through so much in the movie that it just remains hard for me to believe that when you were recording it was separately.
Yeah, by the way, I'm stealing all that dialogue.
I know, I'm like, I'm watching this.
Pretty
I'm
much.
just picturing it just animated.
This will be recorded and available for further use. And that actually leads to some of the great questions that we got from our audience. One of them is Mark covering Seattle. He says, when you think back on the entire process of making K-pop Demon Hunters, what's the first thing that comes to mind that gives you a feeling of gratitude? Because I'm already feeling it radiating from all of y'all. Is there something that comes to top of mind, EJ, about like, what's the #1 thing that brings you the most gratitude about this crazy ride?
Well, that's a big question.
It is, right? This is a big movie, girl.
The number one pride I feel with that movie? Oh, it's just like, for me, it's just really, I said this the other day, it's gonna make me cry again. I got a lot of DMs from fans and like they telling me that the movie saved them. like one fan, her parent passed away, and then the next day, her man was like, "You should watch K-pop Demon Hunter. It's really big." And she's like, "Oh, okay." And then he just turned it on, and it grabbed her attention because the airplane seems pretty fire. And then she starts looking at it, and then she watched the whole thing, and she just started crying, and she's like, "Again," and then again, and she told me, she's like, she didn't tell me actually, her man told me, and she was like, it really saved her. I didn't see her smile in so long, and she got to smile. That's so big. The music helped her. She's been singing the songs every day.
It's so singable, and it's like I think it weaves its way into the fabric of everybody's life as like one of those really rare lightning in a bottle occurrences. And Carol covering Brazil also asks, your vocal performances bring to life a character, who are both idols and demon hunters, which is like a weird, wild, lovely animated balance. How did you balance the power of a musical performance with the emotional vulnerability of the character? Because even Healer Han mentions, like, I can't see through all your walls, but I mean, that's what the whole movie is like, once you break through that wall, that's when you stir up this kind of fervor. And so, Rei, is there something that comes to mind for you about, like, that's your music even outside of this movie. It's so vulnerable, but how did you break through whatever wall you had up to reach us?
Well, I think the songs like How It's Done, Takedown, that's very much my lane. The aggression, the high energy, that's just something is in my sleep. So like, that was so fun. I was encouraged to even be more animated and crazier with our executive music director, Ian. What a joy to work with. But when it came to songs like What It Sounds Like, where Zoe is required to completely strip all that people-pleasing tendencies and look inward and be like, why do you care about the opinions of others? Why do you never put yourself first? Why are you choosing between the parts of yourself that make you whole? Focus on the whole, right? And so that just requires me to be brutally honest and not put up this strong facade that I put up a lot. And that was really hard, and that was like an emotional journey I had to really like process. I even stepped out, I think, at one point, and like I started crying because I couldn't get it right. I couldn't evoke that honesty right, and I was so frustrated with myself. And obviously, thank God for Ian, like he saves me every time. But I think just like how EJ said, music, like this movie saved them. Like music saved me. So. But it sounds like it's a very personal one. Oh, I'm grateful. Yeah, I'm gonna stop.
That answers the question. I mean, it is breaking through that reaches everybody. And we have some folks in person in here who submitted questions as well. I want to make sure they're here first. Virag, covering Hungary. Come on up. Let's get her a microphone.
Thank you. Hi guys, congratulations on the film. And well, my question is to AJ, because I've seen an interview before when you said that the idea of the Golden came to you in a chair. Actually, it was in a dentist chair. Am I right about it?
It's not in the dentist, she was on the way to the
Wait.
dentist. The car.
Almost.
Yeah, almost there.
Almost there. Well, it's not the
Well, I
nice
tell
moment.
you, it was, wait, so it was on the way to dentist, and guess what I got at dentist? Gold fillings. Isn't that insane?
Oh my God,
It's like
baller.
all meant to be. Sorry, yeah, exactly. It is true. Not marketing.
Yeah, it's not a good day when we go to the
It was
dentist.
in the car. Because I got the track. Sorry, well, that was...
Okay, and the question is, so in that moment, did you have any sense that it might turn into such a huge hit? And what do you think is the secret behind a song like this, connecting to strongly and widely?
Oh, sorry, what was the question?
Okay, so it's about that in that moment, did you have any sense that it might turn into such a huge hit?
Oh, okay. Definitely did not.
But did you know that was gonna be the song? Because we
I
went through
did.
so many,
Okay,
right?
I did in the fact that like when I got the melody, I was like, oh, it's a good melody, and that happens sometimes when the melody comes really fast. And so I was so excited to get my gold filling done and go home and like put it down and have my co-writer come on Zoom, and that's how we would write. And I was like, oh my god, Mark, I have this melody, I think it's pretty epic. And he's like, okay, so I sang the melody and I did not know it'd be so high. But yeah. But I was like, wait, that's exactly what you wanted. So I was like, wait, this is awesome. It was all meant to be, and then the melody idea, that came out really fast, but obviously there was fine tuning, that was back and forth. But the main hook idea we got, and we were done with that, and we're like, wait, literally Mark and I in Zoom were like, did we just write a hit? Like, it sounded so good.
Was that the pre-chorus too?
It was all the pre and the chorus, and we also did the verses too. It was just none of the
all
after.
at once.
Yeah, all at once. Verse, pre to hook, and the post. And then that's the day we went. You were in Korea. Remember, we were doing recordings in Korea, and I came to you guys like, guys. Oh, sorry.
Oh, that's
I was like, guys, I think you're gonna like this song. You're like, okay, I'm excited. I sent to Ian, and Ian he sent me a text, and I have a screenshot. He was like, this is massive. He was like, this is a smash, EJ. And then they sent it to you guys. Yeah, it was,
I listened to it. I think I was in Vancouver, and I was like, I know exactly where I was. I was like going to the airport. I was in a car, and I was texted it by Ian, and we were on a phone call, and he's like, Maggie, I just need you to listen to it right now. And I was like, okay. So I took my AirPods out, and I'm listening to it, and I'm just like, as I just heard the few notes in the beginning, and then I just had tears because I I knew it was it.
yeah.
I was like, this is it.
Yeah, I knew it too. So yeah,
It's just so magical, like right from the beginning, and I was like, oh my gosh, we finally got it. And then I started crying, and then I cried more because I was like, it's getting better and better as I listen.
when I hit the high note, it's like, oh. But I'm
Do you
like,
ever watch all the videos like on YouTube and stuff of people watching young
yeah,
sing?
well, I don't watch all of them. My dad and my mom, my fiance sends me a bunch of videos of that, and it's interesting to watch because they're like, oh, like she's doing this technical skill and like mix her voice up here, and I respect that too, but I don't think I was like. I'm trying to think. I'm like, no, because of the like I know what a mixed voice sounds like in my voice, and I was definitely not doing a mixed voice. It was a chest mixed into the mix. But yeah. Anyway, that was like an interesting experience to watch. Yeah.
Audrey, while we're talking about the songs, Leo, who's covering Denver, asked, which Huntrix song holds the most meaning for you?
It's such a tough question because I think they're all so integral to the story.
Sure.
Obviously, Golden.
But you have to be mean and pick one, though.
Yeah. See, Golden's a classic for sure. I think for me, the first song that I heard when I was pitched to be a part of the project was How It's Done. And I think there was just something about that song that reminded me of kind of when I was also falling in love with K-pop as like a 10-year-old, like the summers my cousins would come over, and I was so sheltered growing up musically, but they would bring all this like crazy K-pop. They introduced us to YG Entertainment and 21 and Big Bang. I fainted at a Big Bang concert when I was 12, so like this stuff really was so formative to who I wanted to become as an artist. So something about How It's Done had this like very just 2010s bold, empowering female energy that to me really was such a huge, just very attractive thing about the project. I felt like it really spoke to just where we are in terms of like representing women and just multifaceted. And yeah, I think that one in particular really got me excited to be a part of the project.
That song helps me feel more confident merging into traffic on the highway.
That sounds dangerous, but I like that.
Take it easy, but I'm like, that is how it's done.
Yeah.
Sylvia's here today, and she has a question for Maggie and Chris.
So my question for the directors is, how did you balance? Actually, did you have a conversation about balancing being authentic in representing K-pop, because it's a very specific Korean phenomenon, with also appealing to a universal and worldwide audience?
We talked about it a lot, and we wanted to represent the fandom correctly. And what's so special about K-pop is the relationship between the idols and the fans. That's like so different from anything else. And so to honor that, we folded that into the mythology. Like that's the thing that there's a connection, and that connection is this magical force that fuels this hormone that protects the world. So we were like, great, we did that part. and then the other stuff, it's hard, and we did feel a lot of pressure to like not screw it up. But I think, as directors, you're scared about a lot of stuff and representing things, and what people would think, and all you can do is kind of approach it on a personal level. And we're both really big fans of K-pop, and I've watched K-pop become K-pop from generation one, and so I was like, nobody can tell me that I'm not a K-pop fan, because I was there before all of you. It's kind of how I felt about it. So I just approached it as a personal thing, like a personal journey and a personal relationship to the music. And I think everybody, even though people don't know about the specificity of K-pop culture and the fandom, everyone knows what being a fan is. That's the gateway into